Hello everyone, welcome to Samiksha Academy. In this particular session, we will be discussing about rising banking scams and the need to be aware, alert and eventually avoiding them. As you all know, technology is a double-edged sword. In other words, the same technology, if we use judiciously, it helps us to growth and development. At the same time, if you do not know the appropriate uses, the same may hamper the growth. So in this context, I feel it is appropriate to discuss about how we are using technology in the banking sector, and in the recent past the rising cyber crimes because of this particular use of technology. So in that context, especially we will discuss about this keyword called as digital arrest. Most of you might aware, when you, in the recent past, quite frequently, whenever you try to ring any person, we are hearing some we are hearing a conversation in that. So there the government is alerting us that beware of fraudsters calling in the name of any of the government official and planning for an arrest, right? So these particular aspects we will be discussing within few minutes. Before that, just have a look at the points that we will be discussing in this particular session. First of all, a little snippet about digital economy and internet base in the country. What are the different types of banking scams? What exactly digital arrest is all about, and eventually how to avoid it. So if you go to the first one, see here, before going into the next point, that means what exactly a digital economy is all about. As you all know, just see the figures here. This is 2017-18 financial year, the amount of digital transactions, transactions through internet and mobile phone especially. See the transactions in terms of volume and in terms of value. Volume means number of transactions, value means the size, amount of transaction, the total amount, right? So if you see the volume, both volume and value, there is an increase of 44%. Between 2017-18 financial year and 2024-25, if you see, there is a jump of 44%. That means huge growth in the past few years. That means lot many transactions happening. See the volume. In 2023-24, 18,737 crores transactions happened, right? It is the data from the government website only up to the month of August, 2024 August. Again, in 24 also the number is increasing, especially post COVID, the numbers are increasing quite high. It is indicating what? We are going in a very digital way. That is for sure. At the same time, it is digital age is given. We open the Pandora box. We cannot go back to the age old days. We will be using digital technologies. So, how to protect ourselves? See here. In this context, I feel we should understand what exactly digital economy is all about. What is digital economy? Economy means, as you all know, right? In simple terms, happening of transactions in terms of selling and purchasing of goods and services. In the context of digital economy, it is an economic activity where internet and associated technologies used to create, market and consume goods and services. So the physical transactions, now we are taking the help of internet to happen. Understood? So that's why it is called digital economy. And the major fuel for digital economy is internet. See the size of internet in the country, 900 million. Very soon we will be reaching billion internet users in the country. See the size. So that's why in this context, when the size is this much, don't you think there can be a chance for a scam? For sure. See the thing that happened in 2024 and the data given by Government of India. Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center within Ministry of Home Affairs. See the data. In the last 9 months in 2024, 11,333 crores lost because of the cyber scams. And most of it actually, the things that got noted by the government, there are lot many transactions, they are not yet noted. Most people, though the cyber scam happens, they won't report because of the fear. These are all noted transactions, right? Unnoticed transaction might be umpteen number, right? So in this context, I feel we must understand what exactly the cyber scam is all about. In simple terms, using online platform as a medium to exploit and loot money from the people. There are different ways for that, right? Earlier when we use, right now people are not much using these credit and debit cards, though still they are using, but the number got reduced. But earlier when they use, this used to be quite common. What is this? Phishing and skimming. Still phishing is the most common cyber attack, most common form of cyber crime, right? Skimming earlier they used to do, but now because the number got reduced, they got reduced a little, but still it is happening. And in the recent past we are hearing about this digital arrest, right? And this stock market scams, then mobile number hijacking, fake loan fraud. Let us get to know about some details. See the first one. What exactly digital arrest? The Prime Minister himself has to mention it in his Mann Ki Baat address. In simple terms, digital arrest means, as you can see here, right? Criminal impersonating as a police official or banking official and mentioning that if you do not pay certain amount right now, you may get arrested. That's what it mentioned. It's a digital arrest fraud, in which fraudsters impersonate as police, CBI, narcotics, at times RBI, and exert so much psychological pressure on the victim that gets scared. Understood that? This exactly is what is called a digital arrest. Using online as a platform and arresting, like creating fear to individuals. Right? Prime Minister himself said, as of now, there is no such law that says that digitally you can be arrested. So this is, we must aware. Because in the recent past, as this is happening, I thought to stress this particular point. Along with this, let us see some other things that the kind of cyber crimes happens. This is about phishing. What is phishing means? In simple terms, attempt to steal sensitive information, typically in the form of usernames. I think sometimes, we will be getting some spam messages. Click here, right, to get the extra, like to get extra tokens, or click here to get bonus points. Understood? Click here to avail the offer. Very tempting messages used by the cyber criminals to steal sensitive information from our computers if they get connected with the internet. This is what is called phishing is all about. Next, skimming. What is skimming means? In simple terms, skim means taking the top. Suppose, for example, if you see here, this is the ATM machine. There, when you try to insert your card here, these people will be inserting a dummy chip. So that chip will be it will be taking all your sensitive information. Then by using the help of cameras, they can track your passwords. So with the help of camera, password will be tracked. Because of the device they attached here, it will skim your information. If you see your credit or debit card, beside it you will be seeing a black strip. There your sensitive information will be there. This information they will receive, and they will clone the card and they will extract the information. This is what is called skimming. They will use the point of sale machines and near to the petrol bunks. So that's why we must aware. Another one. Similarly, there are lot many other things like what we call the stock market scams. What is stock market scams? First, they will be giving you tempting offers through online. Sir, just come and invest here. You will be getting this much amount of money. Right? If you get initially, they may give back some amount. Once you get tempted, one day, it is like they will take the full amount. They will not pick your calls. Similarly, there is another one, mobile number hijacking. Sometimes your data, you will be losing certain amount from your credit card, but you don't know how you lost it. Why? Because your mobile number got compromised. Hackers will be rerouting your mobile number. Right, whatever information you will be getting to your mobile number, that will be rerouting to their number. Usually this happens whenever you go for this mobile phone repairs. That's why when we try to repair our mobile phones, we must be very much careful. After that, we must come and see, because if it's a new mobile, it's fine. Or else if you are giving it for repairs, sometimes it may happen. In a similar fashion, fake loan frauds. Right? First they will be asking, they will be saying you that, sir, we will be giving very attractive offers. First initially you have to pay this much. These are the details you have to submit. Submit all your bank details. we will make, because we will get the loan done. In the recent past, it is also getting on rise. So this also we must understand. So now that's the reason RBI has to come up with lot of awareness sessions. For example, see here, these are the messages I have taken from RBI. Never share your password, PIN, OTP, CVV, UPI PIN, etc. with anyone. Never store important bank details in your mobile or email. And sometimes it is also an awareness session, especially for parents. Right? If any of the students are watching, you must have to create awareness to your parents, because some of the parents might aware, but most of the parents might not aware, right? Usually they because just to remember easily, they will be keeping very simple passwords. Understood that? So time to time we have to change the we have to change the passwords. We have to keep some different combinations. Keep some combinations, like it must contain numbers, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and some symbols. Right? So that's what I mentioned here. See, what kind of tips we need to follow to avoid this kind of banking scams? First and foremost, proper verification. If you are planning to invest, do multiple verifications. There is no problem. One day you cannot become a billionaire. So give time for that. But one day you may lose all your money, but you cannot become billionaire within a day. Similar fashion. In general, legitimate government agencies, at first they will not ask about any of the financial details, because for any financial transaction happen through government sources, there must be a procedure that must be followed. In the similar fashion, time to time, we have to review our bank accounts. Yeah, because in the recent past, as most of the transactions happening through online, most of us hardly we are verifying our banking details. Time to time, you have to verify that. At least within 3 to 4 months, you have to change your passwords. You have to change your UPI pins. In a similar fashion, you have to stay informed. You should understand whether the individual is genuine or not through multiple sources. Suppose, for example, sources like this bank rate. There, if you just go and verify whether this individual or this institution is genuine or not. In the similar fashion, as this is the simple point, right? Avoid clicking unknown websites. Don't get tempted. Nobody will give you anything free of cost. As the age-old saying says, there is no free lunch. If anybody is giving something, it will come at a cost. So don't get tempted. Our temptation is their advantage. At the same time, don't share any sensitive information, right? And whenever if you face any issue, first stay calm and composed. And most important thing, whenever you face any cyber attack, right, it is our responsibility to report. Most of us won't do this. You have to do that. Then only government will come to know the gravity of the issue, and it will come up with stringent measures. If you do not report, government will not aware. Right? If the number of transactions is getting increased and the number of attacks getting increased, government also will come to know. It will come up with new instruments to track it. Understood that? So that's the reason we have these toll-free numbers like 1930, or else we have this cybercrime.gov.in. There we should go and report. If you do this, then we will get aware, right? We will be, like, you will come to know about it in the form of awareness, so that you can avoid it. Eventually, you will be in a beneficial position, right? Eternal vigilance, right? Constant observation is the only way to protect ourselves. All right. So with that note, I will be stopping this session. Thank you.